Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Santa's Workshop. Today, I want to honor my honorary elves, the ones who joined my channel memberships, and it is open to anyone who wants to join, just $1.99 a month. But here is my honorary members. Malik Digger, he was the first one to join up. Of course, we got Jason S. He joined right in as soon as he could. Steve Brown, Alan Beck, Mitchell Malley, Paul Bryant, I apologize, I'm probably going to get this name wrong, Asmuist, and Grant Melcher. Thank you all for joining up with channel memberships. They get first exclusive look to the videos. When Santa season gets here, I'm going to be doing some Santa videos. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but they're going to have the only ones to have access to that. So please join up. I think you'll like all the benefits you get with it. If not, just let me know. I'll do something else. But as you can tell, the transformation has begun. I still got some brown or gold now, but I've only bleached it once. Still got a couple more times to go before Santa season starts, but it is coming up quick. But the weather has finally gotten back to decent weather again. So I want to get in here, and before the end of this week, we're going to have the Caballero in primer. So let's get off of this and let's get to it. Okay, that didn't take long. That looks a lot cleaner. As you can see, there is no rust on this thing. Got a little hole there I've got to weld up. Plus I'm going to weld up the little holes in here where the wheel well was attached on. Is that necessary? No. Do I want to? Yes. But it's amazing what you discover. See that nice little crease right there? Yeah, I didn't even see that until I got to sanding on it and found out, oh my gosh, there's a dent there. And of course, that's double walled up in there. So that's going to be fun to get into, to push it out. But I'll get it done. No worries about that. But I want to yank these wheels off so I can get up in here to this wheel well. Like an idiot, when I had this thing off the frame, I did not clean up in here. Don't ask me why. I just never got to it. But it gives me a chance to try out a new product that I got. And you're going to love the name of this. It's a CC. SEESII. Right there. 1/2-inch impact. And what is so cool about this thing, it comes with thin wall sockets. You know how hard it is to get some of those lug nuts off. But it's also got this little attachment right here. You snap it on, and then you got a deal. It come with bits. It come with screw-on attachments. And what's really cool about this is, you see that hole right there? You line it up with that hole right there. Right like that. And you notice I got an O-ring on here. Well, they got these little things right here, little pins, that you can just drop right through that. Turn it sideways. Let's see. That one's a little long. Let me get a little shorter one here. That looks like a good one right there. Hard to pick up. Right through there. Then you roll that down and that holds it in. That way you do not lose that socket. Now then, I put these on with my rigid. Right off there. And all this thing does, let me get it set down here so I can show you. This has a high-low setting right in here. You can turn it to high or turn it to low. And it cuts the torque down on it, so if you don't want to bust something loose, you're not going to. And what's really nice is on the charger, you've got a cord that plugs in. Yeah, come on here. Right like that. So you don't have a base that you have to keep on the top of your toolbox. You just keep this plugged in, throw the cord to the side. Easy to take care of. Both of these come with fully charged batteries, or both batteries come fully charged, and it comes in a nice carrying case. But I thought that was a pretty nifty little deal from CC. And I'll look up the price, put it on the screen right here, and of course, there will be a link to it below. Guys, go check them out. They've got other tools. This is the first one I've tried. So far, I'm liking it. All right. You can see my frame and everything up in here, how nice and pretty it looks. That does not look pretty. And it's got gunk all in here. I want to hit it with a wire brush. I want to tape the frame off so I don't hit it. It's got dirt daubers, everything else up in here. But I'm gonna see if I can get that cleaned out. Then once I get it primed, I'll probably get in here and give it a shot of a rattle can satin black to match the frame. But I want to get it cleaned up enough so when we actually paint, I want to be taping off back here all the way down the sides. That way none of this gets any paint in there. But that's what we're going to do next, is try and get that cleaned, and we'll be back. Well, I did some work without you, but you can see the bottom side of the pinch weld. I got all that cleaned up. Got this back corner here cleaned up. Went ahead and cleaned up the wheel well. Gave it a shot of satin black Krylon, which, I mean, it's going to be catching rocks. They'd put all sorts of undercoat in there, and it was coming out in chunks. So I got what I could out of it, and I don't know if you can see up in there, but I did it all the way around. Got this cleaned up. And as you can see, there are several people who said, yeah, you haven't found the body putty yet where this thing was rusted. Guys, there is no rust on this. I know I keep saying that, but it's a 1979 and it is blowing me away. This right here is bent down a little bit. I did find a big old crease right here. I couldn't even see that with the paint on it. It wasn't until I got to sanding on it I noticed that. But there's another one right here as well. And I know you're going to say, well, my gosh, that's so far down, nobody's going to see that. Well, I'll know it's there. I want to get those taken care of. Now, the other side I haven't started on yet. I can kind of give you a look in this wheel well so you know what I was dealing with. I mean, that stuff is thick in there, but it's just flaking out. So when I get on this side, it won't take me long to get this side looking like that side. And when I get that done, I want to get where the door hinges go. I want to get my windshield pillars and all around here. And then I'm going to tape it off and I'm going to get it in primer. Then I can bring in my fenders, get those ready and primered. And then all I got to do is door skin the passenger door and do a little bit of putty. Not much. I mean, those, a skim coat will do those. There's just nothing there hardly. That's the worst one on this side. Yeah, this side's good. I had to make sure. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and prime it before I do the bed, because that bed I'm actually thinking about sandblasting. But if I keep on chipping at this, I hope to have it painted before Santa really kicks off in December. I've got weekends in November, but December is when it's all through the week and I really can't do nothing. But boy, that wheel well just looks so much better. I don't know why I didn't do that when I had the frame off. I should have. But okay, we're going to get that other side whipped out. Then I want to drop it down, get this other stuff, and we'll go from there. Well, you've seen this side. Let's go over and look at this side. I got that back end cleaned up there. Got the pinch weld done. Got some wrinkles right in here. I'm going to get the hammer and straighten up. I got that sprayed. Let's pull this out. Come on here, let go. There now. That looks more like it. Want to come back in. Want to weld up these deals. Got one right there. And of course, found another crease right in here. That goes almost all the way back. Tell you what, whoever drove this thing wasn't nice with it. But I'm going to lower it back down. I'm going to hit these sides again. Get the primer off where I puttied there. Get all this done. And tape it off. And then we're going to primer it. I probably won't film sanding this down. I'll film a little bit of going around the door jambs and stuff, because I'm going to be using the wire brush on that, so I'll show you how I do that. And we're going to get this thing ready to get this body primered up. Man, that turned out looking good in there. Whew. All right. Well, I think this is going to be all we're going to do on this video. I have no idea how I look. I just used the air blower on my face. I was covered in stuff. But hope you like this video. Just wanting to show you that I am getting along on the Caballero. We'll be back with Brian's T-Bucket here probably in the next video or two. We're going to get the sandblaster out, get that rear end sandblasted, and at the same time, I'm going to get the wheels for this sandblasted as well, and then get them powder coated and get my tires on them. Not sure I want to put them on just yet, because, you know, painting and everything, you can get overspray. But boy, I want to see how it's going to look. But please remember, memberships are open. I'm at 10 now. Thank y'all so much. Okay, huge shout out to Richard. He sent me this. I guarantee you this is something every shop needs. I was sitting here looking through it this morning, and you know, you think, why on earth? I want you to look at this. It shows you the technical specs and everything of every engine that was put into the Firebird Trans Am. Pontiac engines, 70 to 80. Chevrolet engines, Oldsmobile engines, 77 to 79. That is what we need on mine. But it tells you torque specs. So yeah, these are all the torque specs of what you need to do. And just valve system, camshaft, connecting rods, valves, timing. Richard, that is going to come in some kind of handy. Thank you so much. You can never have enough knowledge in your library. I am so thankful for this. This is going to help out a lot. But if you want to help out on a certain project, I've got a list on Amazon for the Caballero. Somebody keeps buying it out, but every time I need something that I don't really have the funds to get just yet, I'll put it in there. If I get the funds, I'll buy it myself. If y'all want to do it or want to chip in, hit that site, send me a part. I don't care if it's a spark plug. It's something that I can use and it goes toward the car. So I'm going to be doing one for the T-Bucket if we ever need anything for that. And I'm also going to be doing one for the 79 10th anniversary Trans Am. Those are going to be, that Trans Am is going to be a big project. And I appreciate any and all help I can get. And I appreciate Jason and Randy for all the help that they have given me. But check out the memberships. I've got 10 now. I'd like to see that get to 100, someday 1,000. That would be great. What I'm doing right now is I'm giving you early access to the videos. I will try to do some other stuff during Christmas season. Just something to be, you know, be just for y'all. Merch shop. Get your merch. Get you some t-shirts. Get you some stickers. I know they're expensive, but to do it this way is about the only way I can. The ones I had found local, I could get them a lot cheaper, and they were, you know, just as good product, but both of them went out of business. So I'm still on the lookout for some that we can do here local that I can take care of myself. But until then, this is what I got. But thank y'all so much. Thank you for joining me on this. Hope you enjoyed this video. If y'all keep on seeing me look up past it, I'm looking at the car. Trying to figure out what I got to do next. But it's coming along, and it's going to be a primer very, very soon. Shooting for sometime this next week. That's the plan. But I got the main part done. It's just getting in all the little nooks and crannies now, and I got a wire brush to do that. It'll knock it out quick. So, guys, I appreciate y'all so much, and we will see you next time on Santa's Workshop.